Type 1 diabetes occurs when the beta cells of the pancreas are attacked by the body's immune system and can no longer produce insulin. This means that bodily cells starve because insulin is no longer triggering the cell to open and allow energy in. Another effect of type 1 diabetes is hyperglycemia, which means an excess amount of glucose in the blood. This again happens because there's no way of glucose to get into cells. Next, we have type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is triggered by bad living habits, such as eating too much sugar and not exercising. With type 2, the pancreas still releases insulin, but since the insulin receptors have been worn down from too much use, they no longer accept it and do their job of letting glucose into cells. This can cause two issues, hyperosmolarity and again hyperglycemia. Hyperosmolarity is when water that would otherwise be stored in other tissues and cells moves into the bloodstream due to a high amount of glucose just sitting in the blood. This happens because both water and glucose are polar, which means that they're attracted to each other. And finally, we have a comparison between the two types. Unlike type 2, type 1 is an autoimmune disorder, meaning that it can't really be controlled and it can only be managed through diet and taking insulin. Type 2 is different because it's directly influenced by bad living habits and diet. They also differ in the way that type 1 completely stops insulin production in the body, whereas type 2 just doesn't allow insulin to move into the receptors.